Thank you for your interest in learning more about the AmeriCorps program sponsored by UCAN here in Southwest Oregon. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of national service, the 3 AmeriCorps programs, and provide you with more in-depth information about our AmeriCorps program that serves all 5 counties of Southwest Oregon. First, let's talk about the history of AmeriCorps. AmeriCorps is rooted in America's tradition of service. Starting in the 1930s, FDR, with the New Deal, created the Civilian Conservation Corps. This program gave young men an opportunity to do service around America in exchange for a small amount of money that they could send back home. In the 1960s, the Kennedy administration created Peace Corps. This program gave college students the opportunity to travel to developing countries across the world. There, they would exchange knowledge and cultural interests. This program was intended to bolster peace across the world. In 1964, the Johnson administration created VISTA, Volunteers and Service to America. VISTA is considered the domestic Peace Corps. Instead of going to developing countries, members would go to low-income communities across America and help empower citizens to create solutions to poverty. In 1994, the Clinton administration created AmeriCorps. This program gave people the opportunity to earn money for college in exchange for doing service. The AmeriCorps program continues to expand today. In 2009, the Serve America Act was passed. This piece of landmark legislation has made it possible for AmeriCorps to expand to up to 250,000 members by the year 2017. It also created our primary focus areas for AmeriCorps, which include education, healthy futures, environment, veterans, and economic opportunity. In addition to America having a long tradition of service, AmeriCorps is just one of many national service programs that are in operation today. Senior Corps programs operate through the United States, providing volunteer opportunities for people 55 and older. There are 3 Senior Corps programs: RSVP, Foster Grandparents, and the Senior Companions program. Here are some statistics about AmeriCorps as of 2012. You can see that the AmeriCorps program has had a huge impact, not only on our country, but also on the people that choose to participate in service every year. AmeriCorps members can do a lot of things. In fact, their motto is getting things done for America. Some examples of the activities that AmeriCorps members participate in include tutoring and mentoring children, assisting with disaster response, recruiting and training volunteers, fighting poverty, and so much more. There are currently 3 branches of the AmeriCorps program: AmeriCorps State and National, AmeriCorps National Civilian Community Corps, and AmeriCorps Vista. Let's take a minute to talk about each of these programs. AmeriCorps State and National is considered the direct service arm of AmeriCorps. That means that they work directly with individuals to provide educational activities, provide supportive services, teach job skills, among other things. Across the country, positions with AmeriCorps State and National can either be full-time or part-time positions. What is unique about this branch of AmeriCorps is that each program in the country is different, created to address the compelling needs of a particular town, state, or region. AmeriCorps Vista is the poverty-fighting arm of AmeriCorps. Vista, created in the 1960s as part of Johnson's War on Poverty, is all about helping build the capacity of organizations and a community to address poverty. Members work on capacity building, or what is called indirect service projects. They help write grants, organize communities, build partnerships, and create sustainable programs. All VISTA projects can last up to 3 years to make a project fully sustainable. VISTA serve full-time for 1 year. AmeriCorps National Civilian Community Corps, or what we like to call NCCC, is a team-based program where individuals 18 to 24 years old can live and work together doing hands-on projects across a region. Teams usually have 8 to 12 members. Recently, our communities had NCCC teams at the Josephine County Food Bank in Josephine County and Elkton Community Education Center in Douglas County. So now you know a little bit about the AmeriCorps programs in general. Let's talk specifically about the United Communities AmeriCorps program that is sponsored by UCAN. In 2003, the director of UCAN, Mike Fieldman, had a vision to bring national service to Douglas County. Along with 4 other partner agencies, UCAN, Phoenix School, BPA, Riverside Center, and Umpqua Community Health Center wrote a joint application to host an AmeriCorps program in Douglas County. They received funding for a VISTA program, what we now call the UCAN VISTA Coalition. At that time, there were 8 members that all served in Douglas County. To date, our team has hosted over 200 members that have served in 4 of the counties in Southwest Oregon. The UCAN VISTA Coalition program will cease to operate in April 2015. In 2009, to increase our ability to serve the communities in our region, UCAN wrote an application to host an AmeriCorps state program. That program, called the United Communities AmeriCorps program, has been in existence since that time. To give you an idea of the scope of our program, these logos represent all of the organizations that the AmeriCorps program has partnered with since 2009. Some of our partners in Douglas County have included the Douglas County Museum, Great Afternoons in Reedsport, and Yoncalla School District. Some of our partners from Josephine County have included Southern Oregon Educational Service District, College Dreams, and the Job Council. Examples from Coos County include Coos Bay School District, the Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Oregon, and Coos Watershed Association. These are statistics about our member accomplishments since we started in 2009 through 2013. You can see our members have helped a great deal of children in our region. They have also helped create healthier futures for individuals and have helped people obtain skills to expand their opportunities. Our AmeriCorps program is based on the compelling needs of the 5 counties of Southwest Oregon. We break up those compelling needs into 3 priority focus areas. Our first priority focus area is education. All of the education-based programming in our portfolio has the underlying goal of creating connection between students and caring adults. Studies have proven that when students feel that adults in an educational setting care about them, they are more likely to be successful. Examples of programs that fit within this focus area might include creating tutoring programs, running and administering after-school programming, teaching experience-based learning, providing students with service learning opportunities, and engaging students in their career and professional goals. Our second priority focus area is economic opportunity. These programs will help families and individuals strengthen their economic stability. Examples might include providing career training, offering job shadow opportunities, providing financial literacy classes, and providing parenting classes, among other things. Our third priority focus area is healthy futures. These programs will increase health and wellness resources in our communities. Examples include providing health education, providing referrals to healthcare services, providing nutrition education, and designing and/or offering fitness activities, among other things. Our AmeriCorps program also allows applicant organizations to dedicate some of their members' time to one or both of our 2 secondary focus areas. Members can spend no more than a combined 30% or 510 hours on these 2 activities. Our first secondary focus area is environmental stewardship. These activities will promote Oregon's statewide efforts to restore critical salmon runs, improve water quality across the landscape, and enhance the biodiversity of ecosystems that are critical to achieving healthy watersheds. The health of the watershed is correlated to healthy, economically viable communities. Examples of activities members might do include planting trees, restoring green spaces in communities, performing field survey work, and assisting in recovery efforts for endangered or threatened flora and fauna. Our second secondary focus area is volunteer generation. Members can recruit, train, and support volunteers to support their service in the 3 priority focus areas. which include education, economic opportunity, and healthy futures. Combined with environmental stewardship, members may only spend up to 30% of their hours on this activity. So now that you understand our program focus areas, it's also important to understand the benefits and conditions of service for working with AmeriCorps members. This application is open to all 5 counties of Southwest Oregon. We do provide additional consideration in the application process for any communities and programs that are underserved. AmeriCorps members do direct service. That's important to think about when you're crafting your position. Doing direct service means that the members will be facilitating activities and programs or playing a pivotal role in the delivery of programs. They might spend some of their time coordinating, but building the infrastructure of programs is de-emphasized in this program. Members serve in our program for 11 months and provide a minimum of 1,700 hours of service. That is roughly the equivalent of a 40-hour-a-week job. New host sites will be asked to pay a cash match. The cash match this year is $6,500. They're also responsible for documenting an in-kind match. The in-kind match can be made up of supervision time, space allocation for your member, and can make up time that you've spent on any trainings for your members. Additionally, sites need to consider that they have the sole responsibility for doing any local and targeted recruitment for their members. UCAN will post all the positions on the AmeriCorps.gov website, on UCAN's website, and will do some general listings for all of the programs throughout our region. Some additional information that sites need to know is that members can work or go to school while they're serving. They first have to clear this with their site supervisor and make sure that there will be no conflicts during their service term, but many members have taken classes outside of service and/or held down second jobs. The federal requirement for an AmeriCorps member is that they be 17 years and older. Sites can choose a higher age if they have a requirement that makes that necessary. It is also required for a person to have a high school diploma or an equivalent. Sites can also ask that a member have a higher level of education if it's required for their programming. Fundraising in this program is allowed. All fundraising efforts must be project-related and be small in nature. Members can spend no more than 10% of their entire service in any fundraising activities. Members also will spend up to 15% of their service hours on development activities. Development activities will include the team meetings that we provide, any site trainings that you provide, and any personal development opportunities the member would like to engage in. Members in our program receive a living allowance of $1,100 per month. We pay our members twice monthly. Members receive the living allowance regardless of how many hours they serve during a given month. At the end of service, members are eligible for an education award valued at approximately $5,645. They can use this money towards future educational expenses or to pay off federally backed student loans. Here is a timeline for the AmeriCorps application process. Applications are due to the UCAN Jackson Street office by March 31st, 2015. After our group of community and staff readers look over the applications, we hope to make our announcements for our 2015-2016 program by April 20th. We will host a required host site orientation on April 30th. This orientation will be required for new and old host site supervisors. All members start on the same day, August 26th, with a 3-day orientation. On the 28th, the 3rd day of orientation, we ask supervisors to join us so that we can orient everyone together. Members will start at their host sites on August 31st, and from then will serve until July 31st of 2016. The cash match for hosting an AmeriCorps member is due 30 days after they start. This year, we're setting that date at September 30th. Thanks so much for your time. One last piece of advice. If you're planning to apply, start now. The application takes longer than you think, and we wouldn't want you to miss out on this great opportunity. If you have any questions or need technical assistance with completing the application, please contact Sarah McGregor at UCAN. Thanks again and have a great day.